Housekeeping notes. I have turned down the game audio a smidge. I cranked up my mic a little bit more because it seems fine in the mix and when I test it out, but then when I watch the video like days later, I'm like, this is super quiet. I can barely hear myself. I mean, that might also be on me. I don't like talking very loud. So hopefully this helps a little bit. We hit two endings yesterday. Last time. We started with a little bit of a rivalry between, well, not rivalry, but a fight between the friends who made it up, Luca and Rello. And during their sweet dinner moment, there's a flash freeze and everybody died. I mean, I don't know if that's considered a spoiler if you're following along with me. Well, we'll see. Anyway, yeah, and then we started over and went to a different path. Iggy, I believe, is the kid's name, the bully. We started off with the clipboards attacking the treehouse, except we actually made it out, and we ended up in that small frozen over town, which actually turned out to be PIInes. The previous original PIInes, because the perennial harvest created a duplicate town and moved everyone over there before it froze. So that's kind of crazy. Yeah, and then that's when Iggy died. So that was neat. I wonder why my mouse shapes aren't working like they used to. Great, that's another tick on the box of things I need to fix. Open, mouth wide, flap, jaw. Anyway, yeah, they so that was a whole thing. Iggy ended up getting Kerr, I think was his name. I think he's a hyena. Knocked him in a hole, and then they both died. And I think I'm picking up from that. I don't think I reset anything yet. Honestly, I can't remember. We'll figure it out. Anywho, we'll get going and pick it up from where we were. Oh, I moved myself because of the...
Every step taking him further away from everyone and everything he knew, and closer to destiny.
Let's see. Nope, don't move whatever the hell that is. Nope, don't move whatever the hell that is. There we go. Put me down in my corner where I belong. Okay, and now we'll refresh. There we go. Now I'm out of the way. Come on. Oh, it's because my screen's not in focus. What now?
To be continued in Beacon Pines.
Right.
Harder.
Pines harder. There's the purple things too, which are supposed to be a clue about something.
Revenge served cold. Second time's a charm? Wait, that's it? This ends with a crummy cliffhanger just when it was getting good? I was even starting to like Iggy. No way. I refuse to be associated with some never-ending parade of sequels. Let's go back and find something more definitive.
Okay, so I guess that's where Iggy... Yeah, that's it. You can see from the art. Yeah, that was kind of a sad moment too. A lot of sad moments in this game. So where can I go? Shit. Where can I go? I guess this is the only other option I've got right now. Picking up right after the big storm with Beck. This is actually what led to the fight with Rollo, which led down the line to the flash freeze. So let's see. Okay, because there's audio going right now. Give me 1 sec. I want to double check and make sure all is good. It looks like I might have duplicate audio going. Let me check. All right, it looks like it's good. Somehow I got my game-specific audio capturing now. And that's been broken for who knows how long. we're not focused on the game, so I can't choose anything. There we go.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to break, revealing patches of star-filled summer night. Moonlight filtered down, shimmering in the treetops.
Okay. Sure, you can meet Rollo. You're not going home? No, I promised Rollo I'd tell him about...
Luca stopped himself mid-sentence.
Promised you tell him what? Spit it out, bub. We're thick as thieves now. There's a juicy secret you gotta tell me. Okay. You can come to the treehouse and I'll tell you both what happened. Heck yeah.
Luca saw Beck skulking by the gate.
So you're telling me there's nothing mysterious or creepy about this place? It's mostly boring and empty. I refuse to believe that. Big spiked gate, looming mansion, rich reclusive owners. It even smells shady.
Beck grabbed the wrought iron bars and shook the gate.
Mark my words, you decadent nightmare house. You will reveal your secrets to me. Oh no, don't go in there. Don't do it. Nope. What did you do? First of all, I told you so. Second, hide. That's Eris Valentine. Who's that she's talking to? Shh. I expect you to return that suit in working order. Of course. As long as everything proceeds as planned. There's nothing to worry about. The only thing I'm worried about is what's rightfully mine. If that means making some unsavory alliances, so be it. I couldn't agree more. Comes a time to suspend hostilities. I'll deal with our common threat. Now this is what I was talking about.
Beck's voice was an excited whisper.
Proper shady stuff. Someone in a suit like that tried to grab me yesterday. Seriously? Shh. You do understand that when this all inevitably fails, I will deny everything. I wouldn't expect any less of you. You just worry about your part in this and let me handle the rest. I can't wait to see the look on that rude cur's face. Yes, the truth will come to light. I'm still surprised you're so comfortable with the potential collateral damage. There's one thing I've learned, it's that change is painful. Wow, that was I was expecting shady, but that's just flat out supervillain talk. You don't mind me asking, why? Why are you doing all this?
The mysterious figure retracted their mask, hair pushing out from all corners.
Grandma! No! Family.
A chill ran down Luca's spine. His vision blurred. Beck stifled a sharp wince, and Luca looked down to see himself wrenching her hand.
An answer I can certainly respect.
Gran tousled her hair back under the face mask.
Just remember, keep everything nice and normal until the festival. I don't need lessons in rousing suspicion.
Gran gave Eris a curt nod and disappeared into the night. Chapter 5.
Yeah, Chapter 5.
What big ears you have. Lucas sat shivering in the bushes, staring at his feet. After checking to make sure the coast was clear, Beck gave him a gentle tug on his sweater.
What's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost. Why are you so scared of that old lady in the hazmat suit? That was my gran. That was your gran? Yeah. Okay, well, I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for all of this. Let's just get to the treehouse and figure things out there. Lead the way. Gran, why? Boing, 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 boing. Oh no! For the last time, there's nothing to worry about. Of course, we're not worried.
The clipboard finished writing with a scratchy flourish and looked up.
Just dotting our I's and crossing our T's. Or maybe try minding your P's and Q's.
Mr. Nuncreed, arms crossed over his paunch, gave an exhausted sigh.
If there's anything you need known, you'll know it. Absolutely. If you'll just sign here, acknowledging everything is accurate, we'll be out of here in a flash. And for the love.
He snatched the pad and scribbled his name so hard the pen nearly snapped.
There. Would you like my eternal soul as well?
The clipboards looked at each other for a moment, almost pondering the possibility.
Can we?
Then broke into laughter as they walked away.
Into the night. We saw nothing! We saw nothing! Don't mind us! Okay, let's talk. Another day, another dollar. See you tomorrow, Z. Have you noticed how all the perennial harvest folks order the same drink? Decaf cappuccino with extra foam? Why? I don't know. Just thought it was a little odd. Pretty weird for sure. Well, the customer's always right. See you bright and early tomorrow. I can't wait. Oh shit, it's Kerr and the mayor. You don't see us, you don't see us, you don't see us. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, the treehouse is just a little further on from here. So what's your buddy Rollo like? Rollo? He's... Rollo. Not particularly helpful. Sorry, I just never thought about it. Lots of energy. He's funny, even when he's not trying to be. Things have been tough for his family since the fowl harvest. It's about time you tell me what this fowl harvest thingy is. It's kind of a long story. Hit me with the highlights. Okay. Used to be a fertilizer company here called Valentine's. They were kind of a big deal. Ooh, a big deal fertilizer. It was a big deal to us. Their stuff really worked. Farmers loved it. So Valentine's grew and grew. PIIines pretty much grew around it. Most everyone in town either worked for Sharper Valentine or used as fertilizer. Things were good. I'm sensing a big pipe. Around 6 years ago, Sharper Valentine suddenly died. Something changed. Changed how? Could have been a bad batch. Maybe it was the water or air or soil. Nobody knows. But all the crops died. And everyone blamed the Valentines. The fall harvest. Yep. Valentine's fertilizer went out of business. Half the town lost their jobs. Jeez. Next year the crops came back, but something was different. You plant a crop, do everything right, and it's sort of a crapshoot of what happens. No one knows why? Nope. Take it, Rollo's farm got the short end of the stick. Yep, for some reason their farm was hit harder than others. That sucks. Things have gotten better since Perennial Harvest came to town. The PIIines Reborn initiative? Yep, first thing they did was give the town a deep scrub. Even put us up in hotels one town over for a week while they decontaminated the groundwater. We better get going. It's about time. was about to give up and go home. Who's the new kid? Name's Beck. You must be Rollo. I see my reputation precedes me. Welcome to Mission Control.
Rollo waggled his head with pride.
You'll find we spared no expense in construction. I've seen worse-looking piles of junk. Thanks. Hey, Luca. You know the security concerns we talked about? Yeah. Well, I was waiting. I made some improvements. Let me lock this baby down for a little test infiltration. Can't be too safe these days. Did he just put like a box in the door? The hell? He goes all out, doesn't he? Always. Lavish. Nice. Lavish. So am I supposed to hit the target? Rollo, let me in! Okay, this is... Rollo, this is too much. Just let me in the damn door. Oh my god. I mean, that's not much of a security thing. Did you guys get all this junk in the first place? There's a guy in town named Jeff who trades his junk for snacks. Junk food for junk. Nice. Yeah. So, pretty sweet security, right? He was imaginative, I'll give you that. Look, are we sure we can trust the new recruit? I'll vouch for it. Thanks, I guess. Oh, Luca, you promised to fill me in about the Valentine warehouse.
Luca sucked in a long breath.
So, like I said, there was someone there. What were they doing? I don't know. The place was lit up and active. Maybe they were squatters. I don't think so. It seemed more organized. When the man pulled me in, I saw some sort of equipment running. A man pulled you in? Yeah, but I got away. You keep saying it was a man. They were wearing a mask, right? Yeah. It could have been a woman. How did you get away? I grabbed a rock or something and broke their mask. They let me go and I ran. Dang. That's intense. No wonder you freaked out when you saw your grandma. Yeah, that's the other part. On our way here, Beck and I saw Eris Valentine meeting with Gran, wearing the same sort of hazmat suit.
Rollo let out a low whistle.
And they weren't there for idle chit-chat. It was a proper clandestine meetup. So let me get this straight. There's an operation in full swing at Valentine Warehouse. You were almost abducted by a strange man or woman in a protective suit, and then you saw your Gran in the same suit talking to Eris Valentine. Very much. I'm beginning to think this town is kind of awesome.
Rollo and Luca shot back a look.
No offense. And so we can logically conclude aliens or alien zombies have infiltrated our town. And their leader's your Gran, and she tried to murder you. First of all, and for the last time, there are no aliens. Second, it couldn't have been my Gran at the warehouse. I broke the person's mask to get away. The mask Gran was wearing wasn't damaged. But she's definitely hiding something. Maybe. Gran is weird, but she might be the most boring person in the universe. Well, she does sit around all day making jam. What could she possibly have to hide? I don't know. We haven't talked much since she moved in. Moved in? Your Gran isn't from here? No, she came a few months back to take care of me after his mom went missing. Did you know your Gran before then? Not really, no. It's been years since I'd seen her. Look, don't take this the wrong way. Are you sure your gran is on the up and up?
Luca gazed out the window.
I'm just saying. It sounds like strange stuff has been happening since she showed up. You'd say the same thing about your family. But you're right. Luca, your gran is hiding something. Pa always says, Fox only buries stuff we're digging up. We need to investigate your house. My gran really is hiding something. Don't you think I would have noticed by now? That's kind of the whole point of hiding something. I guess you're right. Gran's been leaving the house for hours at a time this week. I'll call you two tomorrow when the coast is clear. We can start getting to the bottom of this. I'm always game for a good snoop. You can count me in.
Chapter 6.
And that was a quick chapter 5. Before we get going, I'm going to do one quick thing. Yeah, so as you can see, I figured out what was going on. I had a setting that was set wrong, but now my mouth actually works properly. So I'm not just like that. Now it'll actually do the mouth shapes and stuff again. Yay! Settings changing on their own is fun. Anywho, let's get back to it, yeah? Chapter 6, here we go.
Secret lair.
Secret lair.
Summer forged ahead, but the nights only seemed to grow colder. Luca walked home slowly under the pale starlight, cautious to avoid any more surprises lurking in the shadows. Reaching home, he slipped quietly into bed, half dreading what they might discover the next day.
What time is it? Good morning, bouncies. Go! Boom! Boom! Alright, I'm coming. Jeez. Jeepers! Give me a minute. Oh, wow. Rollo, what on earth is that? Hmm? That ridiculous thing in your head. Oh, this? It helps me think. You're gonna eat a lot more of those. Joke all you want. I'll see who's laughing when I crack this case wide open. The coast clear? Yep, whatever she's been up to this week, it's been keeping her busy most of the day. Very well. The game is afoot.
Luca and Beck rolled their eyes as Rollo strutted across the room.
If I were Gran, where would I hide my deepest, darkest secrets? Perhaps you might. Oh, where you least expect it.
Rollo flung open the cabinet with confidence.
Dude, don't break my
He
house.
coughed as a veil of dust hit his face.
I think it's safe to assume anything that dusty isn't what we're looking for. Or maybe that's what she wants you to think. Then again, any good detective knows not to trust their first hunch. First hunches are for suckers. Maybe in the garden. She was out there before. Eureka! She's lit a fire in order to burn the evidence. She keeps that fire going every day, Rollo. Drat, I may already be too late. Just think of the mounds of documents lost to the ash. Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. Can we just think for a moment? Luca, is there anywhere Gran doesn't want you to go? Oh, the room's upstairs. Yeah, the closet upstairs. So maybe it stands to reason that we should check there first. No dice, it's locked. Well. Look who stands to reason now. Who? And I have no idea where the key is. If it really is important, then she probably keeps it with her. Anywhere else? She has her berry bushes. Who has ever thought, I'm going to take this important thing and huck it in a bush? True. Anything else? Maybe something out of the ordinary? Well, she is always worried I'd break her fancy dishware in the kitchen. But it doesn't matter anyway, I can't reach the latch.
A look of realization crept onto Luca's face. All three kids snapped to glance at each other, then sprinted in turn toward the kitchen.
All right, let's go. All right, Rollo. This is your time to shine. Ah, yes. You've called upon my expert detective skills. And now I shall proceed with...
Before he could finish, Luca scrambled up Rollo's back.
You are my ladder. Every squad needs a good lockpick. And every good lockpick needs a sturdy head to sit on. Is this beneath my standing? Stop complaining and hold still. Got it.
The three crowded around the hutch to peer in.
I mean, they could have easily just gone and grabbed one of those chairs.
With the glass doors opened, a perfect porcelain display gleamed in front of them. Their eyes searched for anything amiss. But the only distinct feature was its impeccability.
Well, that was anticlimactic. Yeah. I don't really know what we're expecting. Like, oh hey! Let me just yank on this random teacup.
As Beck pulled on one of the teacups,
Really?
it slanted forward with a hollow click.
Classic.
The entire hutch began to rustle and slide under its own power.
Seems like your grand has been doing some remodeling. Dude, only two types of people have secret lairs. Evil masterminds and superheroes. So, which one do you think she is? We're about to find out. Okay, so more of an unhinged conspiracist vibe. Oh, wow. Yeah, this cannot be good. We need to look around before jumping to conclusions. Need a little punching bag in the corner. Can I pop it? Yeah, whack. Yeah, go, 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 go. Yeah, look at this timing. He's a natural. Look at him go. Honestly, I tried doing those things in real life, and I can't do a freaking speed backwards shit.
A spider web of string connected photos of people from the town, interspersed with hastily scrawled notes.
Pardon. Well, she sure has kept herself busy. Is your grand a serial killer? 'Cause I'm starting to get a vibe. Don't be ridiculous. Sure, she's just tracking the movements of everyone in town. Out of the kindness of her heart. She put little symbols by some of them. Yeah, Mr. Nuncreed has a check mark. The clipboards are all inside a big circle. My mom's are both on here. Both with question marks. Gus Valentine has a question mark. Eris has a question mark that's been crossed out. Mr. Kerr has a bullseye. The killer has chosen her next victim. We don't know what any of this means. Whatever it means, it's probably not good.
Luca jostled each cabinet drawer in turn. Only one was unlocked. He fingered through the filing cabinet, pausing at a bulging folder labeled Walter. For a long moment, he just stared at it.
What do you got there? It's my dad. Looks like some of his old medical files. Your dad was a doctor?
Luca nodded and caressed the label with his thumb.
Well, are you gonna read it? Here, let me help.
Rollo swiped the folder from the drawer and began leafing through the pages. He whistled to himself, barely looking at the text.
How about you actually read some of it? One second. Dense documents such as this are a lot like a cheeseburger. It's best to skip straight to the middle. That's where all the meaty bits live. Wow, I had no idea we were in the presence of a preeminent scholar in dense documents. And cheeseburgers. By all means, proceed.
He stopped at a page and mimed holding up a monocle.
Ah, here we are. Follow-up examination of Terrence Wilby. Patient shows further signs of paleness and malaise. Body temperatures continues to drop. He now describes soreness in muscles and joints. This is similar to the symptoms exhibited by Miss Wilby just a few days past. Still waiting on lab results from Joseph.
Rollo looked up with heightened surprise.
See? Creepy. Yeah, that's kind of disturbing. Who's Joseph? That's Mr. Nuncreed's name. Wait,
Rollo's finger traced across the page.
there's more scribble in the margins. Could it be contagious? Mr. Wilby claims the tap water at his home had been contaminated. Perhaps environmental. Lab results only raise more questions. It's like he came back to this report later and made those notes. So it might be related to something else.
Rollo scanned through several more pages.
Hands. Sorry. Yeah, the writing looks shaky. I just couldn't help her. This disease, or whatever it is, progresses so fast. And with his wife passing, Terrence's condition follows close behind. Exacerbated by the loss. Enough is enough. I need to take matters into my own hands.
Luca, staring blankly at the cabinet this whole time, spoke softly.
What does it say next?
Rollo rustled the folder, trying to loose more pages.
That's where it ends. Wait, there has to be more. Hold on, now I'm getting comfy.
Luca frantically shoved the remaining cabinet folders, trying to find another labeled Walter.
Okay, I think that's the only one. It's alphabetical, see? What do you mean enough is enough? How did he take matters into his own hands? This is bullshit.
Luca slammed the drawer shut.
Oh, I have control. Grrr, this is bullshit. Back to the back. What do we have here? Barrels marked caution, explosive, and jam jars. Oh, she gave jam jars to two very specific people. Interesting. That's enough jam to feed the whole town. What kind of incendiary jam is your grand making? Incendiary. I am the fire starter. Twisted fire starter. She wouldn't have had me walking around town delivering bombs. Right? Only one way to find
Rollo
out.
casually spun open a lid and dipped his finger in the jam.
Oh, no. Huckleberries.
He smacked his lips.
A hint of brown sugar. And ink? What?
Rollo plunged his hand in the jar, fishing out a soggy slip of paper.
Aha!
Rollo offered the slimy note to Luca and licked his fingers clean.
Gross. It's addressed to Miss Fratelli. A grand jangram. It says, last night I used the disguise Eris provided to scout the location. The timing window should be possible. Operation Sparkplug is a go. Oh man, are they doing a heist? Whatever it is, it can't be good. So, more a bombshell than a bomb, am I right? You're new here, so I'll let it slide. But I'm the bad joke guy around here.
They crowded around a worn-down old map of Beacon Pines.
Cool, this looks like a treasure map. Not every old map is a treasure map, Rollo. Yeah, but every treasure map is an old map. Can't fault that logic. Look, there's even a pathway drawn on it. Starts at the entrance to town. If we follow it...
Rollo carefully traced the path with his finger.
Watch the glass, you're gonna get up on my desk. Come on. There you go. Oops, she stepped on the keyboard. All right, are you gonna get over here and stay? Like, let me move shit off your bed. There you go. There's your bed. Lay down. Be good. Lay down. Scratchy, 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 scratch. There you go. Here, lay down. Be good. Let's see. It leads right
He
to
jabbed down at the end point.
Town Square. That's the fountain in the middle of town. What a weird place to hide a treasure. Well, that doesn't look like treasure to me. The path on that map is the same symbol as the explosives over there. So it's not hiding treasure. Real bummer. Well, it's the thing you've been excited about for past months. The festival. Did you just say gulp? This feels like a gulp kind of situation. Everyone will be gathered near town, center of town. She's gonna blow up the festival. Not if we stop her. She's home. Busted. What was that?
Luca looked up from the map.
What was what? No, I heard it too. It was the front door. Which means someone just shut the door. Which means someone's upstairs. Shh, quiet. Hit the lights.
Beck flicked off the light, and they became statues in the dark. Overhead, creaking floorboards bent under slow, deliberate steps. The kids looked up, the tilt of their necks following each footfall. Then suddenly, it stopped. Without realizing, they'd been holding their breath. All three exhaled shakily and glanced at each other. A muffled male voice broke the silence.
Oh. Hello. Oh, it's the squirrel guy.
A final few footsteps reached the entrance above them, and the voice now echoed down the stairs.
Anyone down there?
The three kids shuffled to the corners without a peep. As he began to descend the stairs, the man's voice punctuated every new step. Thump.
Yoo-hoo.
Thump.
I'm not here to hurt anyone.
Thump.
I'm just here to help. Just...
Thump. At the bottom step, the man paused, squinting to search the room for signs of life.
Guess it's nothing.
Rollo shifted suddenly. Luca gave him an intense, chastising look and whispered through clenched teeth.
Rollo, don't.
It was too late. Rollo was already inching toward the stairway.
Why?
He screeched as he charged toward the shadowy figure.
Rollo, what are you doing? Flaming chicken coop!
With all his weight, Rollo tackled the man to the ground.
Rollo, mysterious creepy man? Anyone there?
From the dark corner, they saw something move.
Well, I didn't know I had it in me. There's only one way to find out. Holy crap, Rollo, that was awesome. Wait, did you just kill that person?
Luca scrambled to the hunched figure on the ground. Pressing his fingers to the man's neck, he sighed with relief.
Wow, and Rollo knocked him out. You sure clobbered him good, Rollo. He's knocked out cold.
As Beck flicked back on the light, Luca and Rollo both gasped in stereo.
Mr. Tolliver.
Chapter 7.
Ooh, Chapter 7.
The Interrogation of Hiram Tolliver. Still unconscious, Mr. Tolliver slumped heavily in a shoddy old chair. His hands were bound with rope, his feet tied with some loose string. The kids huddled in a circle, discussing their plan. One thing was certain, they couldn't just let Mr. Tolliver go. They needed to know what he was doing in Luca's house. After some deliberation, it was decided.
Ooh. I mean, I guess it's gotta be good cop, bad cop.
They'd run the classic good cop, hard cop,
Hard cop.
interrogation. Rollo brandished a steely gaze. I've got this. Read about it 100 times. Rollo swaggered past the chair which propped up the slumping Hiram Tolliver. Without even looking at his captive, he began with a long, blustery drawl.
Well, Mr. Tolliver.
Mr. Tolliver remained motionless. Rollo spun around to face him. He'd clearly expected to rouse Mr. Tolliver with his booming voice.
Mr. Tolliver.
Beck and Luca gave each other an unsure glance. Rollo slammed his fist on the table.
I said, Mr. Tolliver.
He grabbed the table lamp and beamed it onto the unconscious face. Mr. Tolliver groaned and slowly lifted his head. He recoiled with a muddled, weary squint.
What in the world?
The chair wobbled as he attempted to straighten up.
Who's
Mr.
there?
Tolliver could only make out rough shapes through the glaring light. With a gruff tone, Rollo hoped to both conceal his voice and intimidate.
I'll be asking the questions here, punk. Now hold on, let's just calm down. Oh, I am calm. Calm as a carrot in dirt. As for you, looks like you're sweating.
The doubtful expression on Beck and Luca's faces transformed into awe.
We can do this my way, or let's just say I'll never need it another way.
Rollo, hitting his stride, was now channeling every detective trope his memory could recall. He slammed the table again.
Now dance! What? I don't
Mr.
even...
Tolliver's voice became desperate. He was nearly in tears.
Take me down? How on earth could I dance? Dance with your mouth, punk. Spill the beans. What are you doing, poke around this house? I'm here to help Juniper. To make sure everything's ready. Oh, so you're cahoots with Gran. Gran.
Mr. Tolliver was in a daze, now more confused than ever.
Gonna help her blow up the festival, eh? Blow up the festival? Good
He
lord.
shook his head, feeling more and more dizzy.
Oh, you get it all wrong. Where is she now? She's headed to the source. Source? What's the source? It's where
His voice faded to a whisper.
the town began. Where it all began. What is Operation Sparkplug?
With that, Mr. Tolliver passed out cold. Rollo swung around with a repentant grimace.
Damn, Rollo. You went a little too hard on him. What do you say about the source? It's where the town began. We need more information. Yeah, but better not push Mr. Tolliver any further. Is there anyone else who might know more? What about the History Museum? It just got set up for the festival. The tent was put up by the Valentines. Everything they do is just a bunch of fluff to glorify themselves. Is there anything more reliable? The library. If there's any information on the source thing, Kato can help us find it. Let's go get us some answers. Oh, good. Just teleported me there. Yay, I get a group of 3. Yeah! Alright, Kato. This is a dang nice library. Thanks, we work hard on it. Aren't you a little too adorable to be a librarian? Yay! New word. Oh, huh? Kato hung out here so much, eventually they gave him a set of keys. I just keep an eye on the place for Miss Novak sometimes. They got you working for free. It's quiet and I get access to all the books I can read. What more could a person want? Fair enough. What can I do for y'all? We need a favor. I already told you, Rollo. I can't put you any higher on the wait list for the next Hank Atomic. If you're here with more candy, I'll have you know I can't be bought. Call it a personal code of conscience. Actually, we're looking to do some research. Now you're speaking my language. What are you looking for? It's a thing we still don't know. What do you got on the history of the town? Ooh, sorry. There's the county record archives. What's in those? Births, deaths, newspaper clippings, stuff like that. Pretty boring reading. But they do go all the way back when the town was founded. Great, we'll start there.
Chapter 8.
Ooh, Chapter 8.
6 feet under, 3 towns over. The kids spent the rest of the afternoon combing through dusty piles of old county records, desperately searching for anything that could help them make sense of Mr. Tolliver's cryptic utterance. Luca tried to shake the thought of Gran's basement, but his focus wavered. Explosives, messages hidden in jam, dossiers on various town figures, and a corkboard threaded with photos. Gran was the only family he had left. He still couldn't bring himself to believe the worst.
Shit, about to drop my controller.
But the old map with the symbol of explosives in town square made that difficult. As the sun began to set, the kids were no closer to the truth.
If I have to read any more records, my eyeballs are gonna pop. We have to keep digging. If I dig another word, I'm gonna end up in one of these asinine death records. Rollo Cotter lived a full and wonderful life till he read so much boring crud that his brain oozed out his ears.
Rollo shut his book with an assertive nod.
You got a better idea? Spit it out. You sound like my sister. Keep pushing your luck, pal. It won't be boring county records that kill you. I'll put you in the obituaries myself.
Rollo muttered under his breath.
Your county record. Really? That's the best you've got? When I'm done with you, you'll be the footnote in history. Just
Beck slammed her finger down on the open page before glancing down to read.
J. Hartford here. I'd love to see you try. Hey. We're all a little tired here. Let's just take a minute.
Something tickled the back of Luca's mind.
Wait, what was that name, Beck? In the obit? J. Hartford. From the Brookville Tribune 8 years ago? It can't be right. What is it? J. Hartford. That's my grand's name. Juniper Hartford. Maybe there were 2 J. Hartfords? Miss Hartford is survived by her young daughter, E. Hartford. That's my mom's name is Eleanor. Okay, this is getting creepy. If your gran is 6 feet under, 3 towns over, then who am I living with?
The question hung in the air.
This is getting kind of crazy. Alright, gang, I gotta close up for the night.
Beck rubbed her eyes.
How late is it? Almost 10? Oh crap, Pa's gonna kill me. I gotta go. Yeah, my parents will be worried sick. Okay, let's meet up as early as we can at the festival tomorrow. What are you gonna do about the unconscious man in your basement? I think I'll something.
Luca's heart was pounding as he approached the house. If he was lucky, Gran, or whoever it was, hadn't gotten back yet. And of course, there was Mr. Tolliver tied up and unconscious in the basement. Dealing with him would be the first order of business. Luca shook out his arms to calm his nerves before entering.
Uh-oh.
He held perfectly still, tempering his breath, and listened closely. She was asleep. His only hope was that she hadn't found Mr. Tolliver before dozing off.
Oh, he's gone.
Mr. Tolliver was nowhere to be seen.
Maybe he woke up, escaped from his bindings, and left without a trace.
Or maybe Gran knew everything.
What do I do?
Luca's hungry stomach groaned. Not realizing it, he'd gone the entire day without eating.
You can tell I'm leaning back in my chair. Okay, I can figure this out. I just need a little brain food.
Luca rushed over to the pile of jam jars, unscrewed one, and shoveled a handful into his
gross.
mouth.
Don't do that, dude. It's probably like C4 or some shit. I'm afraid your jam delivery will be delayed.
He flipped the lid to read the label.
Mr. Nuncreed. Okay, now I can think. So if Gran knows we tied up Mr. Tolliver, I'm screwed. She doesn't know that I need to play it cool. I guess the only option is to go to bed and act as if nothing happened. Or nothing's wrong. Gran will think Mr. Tolliver finished what he was sent to do and left when he was done. I'm gonna be abducted in the middle of the night. Oh shit, she's gone! Stick to the plan. Go to bed, play cool.
As Luca climbed the final stair, the emotion of the day dragged heavily on him. With each consecutive step, his legs weakened. His stride began to falter. He tried to grab for the railing to steady himself. Something was wrong.
The jam! Come on, legs. Just a few more steps.
Luca groaned and tried to move.
He just OD'd on sleeping jam.
His limbs might as well have been bolted to the ground. Through numb lips, he mumbled just before falling asleep.
The germ. Ermigerd, the germ. Oh, yep, go to sleep. I mean, it was my objective. It didn't say where it had to be. Sweet boy. What did you get yourself into? She's just dragging me? Rest now and let me handle everything.
Chapter 9.
Ooh.
A speech to end all speeches.
Okay, this will probably be the last chapter. If it's going to be a long one, even though the last few have been kind of short. And my chair is back a little too far. There you go.
Luca awoke to find himself face down in bed. He moaned into his pillow. Why would Gran drug him?
She didn't drug him. I think you freaking just dug into that jam that was meant for somebody else.
Or rather, why was she trying to drug Mr. Nuncreed?
There it is.
Shaking the questions from his woozy head, Luca snapped back to the matter at hand.
The festival! Festival, the festival. Going to the... Oh. Where have you been? Gran put something in the jam. Yeah, we know. Secret message for secret compatriots, or conspirators. Not this one. This one was intended for Mr. Nuncreed. Put me to sleep. Whoa. Sly devil. It's a lie. I think she's trying to remove him from the equation. He might be in danger. Have you found anything? We looked around but haven't seen anything odd. Your grind is nowhere to be found. Mr. Nuncreed is just loafing around waiting for the speech. What speech? Mayor Gus just got up to the podium. Everyone is gathering at the stage. Let's get moving.
Augustus Valentine nervously wiped his brow.
Is this thing? Hello, Beacon Pines. I'm Augustus Valentine, your mayor, and I suppose you already know that. Yes, before we get started, I just wanted to take a moment to recognize someone who couldn't be here today. This town wouldn't be here, or be where it is today without my father, Sharper Valentine. So I thought we could begin with a round of applause befitting such a great man. You got like 3 people clapping. Even that's more the old codger deserved.
Gus cleared his throat and awkwardly loosened his tie.
Right, where was I?
William Kerr bounded on the stage with the energy of a preacher at a big tent revival.
Oof. Gus Valentine, everyone.
He gave Gus a hearty slap on the back and motioned him off the stage.
Let's hear it for our mayor. What a great turnout. Oh, heck, I didn't prepare anything. But I suppose I could say a few words. Would be a shame to waste such a beautiful podium.
Mr. Kerr pulled a thick stack of note cards out from his vest.
Oh, jeez. Community, conviction, commitment. These are the things we celebrate at Perennial Harvest. For us, these are the pillars of the bridge to better tomorrow. I think it's time to add a new pillar. Change. Change is a powerful thing. It's oh man, this word. Skip. Unavoidable and undeniable. And I daggone thankful for it. Change is the reason we're all together today. It's hard for me to believe that it was only 4 years ago when fate brought me here. A simple business trip which brought me to a small town which would change my life forever.
Mr. Kerr took a moment to survey the crowd.
You know what?
He wiped away a single tear.
From the second I set foot in Beacon Pines, something about this place has held me captive. You see, change represents opportunity. It represents potential. It was change that helped me recognize the potential of this place. To see the people of this town, despite suffering great loss, still held on to the things that made them special.
He thumped the podium to emphasize each word.
Community, conviction, commitment, change.
Mr. Kerr nodded confidently, biting his lip. The crowd was silent, in rapt attention.
Fate made a perfect match that day. Nothing is more important to you all than community. And Perennial Harvest is a community first and foremost.
Mr. Kerr methodically made eye contact with each section of the crowd.
The only way you made it through the fall harvest was an unshakable conviction. A conviction that a better tomorrow was just over the horizon. Perennial Harvest was founded on the conviction that we are the horizon. This festival is a symbol of our commitment to each other.
His voice began to build to a crescendo.
We now walk hand in hand into a future we will shape together. That is what change is all about. Grabbing the future by the scruff of the neck and making things happen. Change is a choice. I took the peek that we will all be making that choice together. How great is that? Just imagine what we can accomplish. Oh, shit. There goes the bombs.
The crowd began to look around nervously.
Don't worry, a little thunder isn't going to ruin this day. Everyone remain calm.
Mr. Kerr quickly flicked through his note cards.
Where was I? It is true. One always reaps what they sow. We have all planted a lot of good in this town. And so's with a happy heart I
He
proclaim,
raised his hands up to the heavens.
our harvest awaits! And we all fucking die. God damn it!
At that moment, a merciless wall of impossibly cold air ripped through the crowd, instantly freezing everyone and
Yep.
everything it touched.
The whole town just got fucking nuked.
For a man like William Kerr, this was a fitting way for things to end. On a stage, with an entire town frozen in rapt attention for the rest of time. The end. There's that ice again! Whenever I think we're getting close, it comes along and ruins everything. Maybe we should just quit? Maybe you should just close the book, walk away, and never think of me again. No, I don't mean that. We got a little closer this time. We just need to try again. Please.
All right. I mean, we've got no other choices. We've done all the correct ones. But I don't want to start another whole chapter right now. So we'll just leave it at there because it is a funny place to stop. Funny because they all just died. That's not funny. As soon as that explosion went off, though, I was expecting something. It didn't catch me off guard like the treehouse. So, yeah, no, we're slowly getting closer. We're starting to learn a little bit more of what's going on. Pacing's been pretty good. You learn little by little. There's like no dry spells. But let's see, we got chill and sly. So that's gonna be a choice when we talk to the man in the chair. I forgot his name. Sorry. And I don't know. We'll have to see. Only one leads to the correct outcome. That'll get us to the next node. Let's see what we got. Sly and chill. Well, the guy passed out because he was too hard on him. You know what? It's Friday night. I got a little bit more in me. Let's go with that. Let's just keep going just for a little bit longer. Because I'm curious. Let's see. Go to Sly or chill. I feel like chill is the right one. Let's go with Sly.
They'd run the classic good cop, sly cop interrogation. Luca and Rollo ducked behind a barrel, leaving Beck to her task. With a few crisp snaps, she roused Mr. Tolliver.
What? What's going on here? You're that Modwell girl. Please, call me back. Sorry about all this.
Mr. Tolliver looked down and shifted a bit, testing his restraints.
Seems there's been a mix-up. You see, I'm down here for the same reason you are. Juniper sent you here?
Beck caught herself before letting the surprise manifest on her face. She'd already gotten him to reveal his relation to Gran.
Damn, that was easy. This guy is not a spy.
This was gonna be easy.
You know how Juniper is with her precautions? Operation Sparkplug has us all on edge. I guess she thought you needed some backup. But she sent a child? What better way to avoid prying eyes? Who would suspect a kid? I suppose that makes sense.
Mr. Tolliver wriggled a bit in his restraints.
I might have chosen the good outcome. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Beck quickly removed the ropes.
I had to be uncomfortable. A little, yeah. But you understand. You never know who to trust in this town.
Mr. Tolliver rubbed the growing knot on his forehead.
Very true. So it turns out we're both here
Beck
to...
twirled her hand, as if to prompt Mr. Tolliver to finish her thought.
Destroy the evidence.
Beck shook her head and clicked her tongue.
Yep. The old gal's nothing if not thorough.
Mr. Tolliver let out an amused huff in agreement.
She sure is. Can't blame her, though. If anyone were to find out that we're going to destroy the source, well, we both know how bad that might be. No one will know anything once we finish cleaning things up down here.
Beck was on a roll now, playing Mr. Tolliver like a fiddle.
You sure you can finish this up on your own? Jennifer trusted me for a reason. You can leave the rest to me. Good. There's one more loose end I'll go work on. Oh, loose end? Oh, it's nothing really. The other day I had the radio on scan while restocking the candy shelf. What do you know it? I intercepted an odd phrase in parental high-risk transmission. Underground secrets. That's ominous. I think it might be a password, but Jennifer dismissed it. She said it wasn't mission critical. What's the password for? We don't know. So we have a password and nowhere to put it. That's gonna mean something, right? Good thinking. You should probably go work that out. I've got this under control. That's relief. Between you and me, this basement gives me the willies.
Heading for the stairs, Mr. Tolliver hesitated and turned to Beck with a puzzled look. She grinned and gave him a peppy wave. With a shrug, he continued up the stairs, whistling a jaunty tune.
You guys catch that? Sure did. This whole time, Mr. Tolliver's had a candy shelf. All he ever sells us is apples.
Beck blinked slowly in disappointment.
The password, Rollo. Well, sure, but once things are back to normal, I'll be having a word with Mr. Tolliver about that candy shelf. Fine. In the meantime, I've got an idea.
She turned to the table and began tearing small scraps of paper.
You heard let's see, he said he heard a password on the radio. Any good spy transmission is never what it seems.
Beck marked each scrap of paper and leaned back.
Just need to find the hidden meeting. Okay. What's another word for underground? Buried, covered. Could it be a cover-up? Maybe it's one of those each letter's a number thingies. So U would be 21, N would be 14, D would be... Oh, it's an anagram. Nuncreed's Drugstore.
Luca and Beck looked at Rollo with amazement.
Oh, shit, Rollo. Rollo, that was incredible. Well, it's either that or Kren's Nude Rug Store. Yeah, I think you're right the first time. How'd you do that? What can I say? I love ciphers. Well, I guess we know where to go next. Oh, the music. Yeah, I got my crew. Let's go. It's the diner lady. Oh, hold on. Look at the... If I run, they run. If I go slow, they do little hops. Yay! That's funny. What are you doing out here, lady? Scared me half to death. Sorry. Kids haven't seen Mr. Tolliver around, have you? Nope. He's gonna be waiting around like the last slice of pie. I swear that man would be late to his own funeral. You're late, Augustus. I'm sorry, sister. I was caught up with work. Work? You? Got a few more details to lock down before the festival. Oh? What do you have to report? What is this insipid town festival really about?
Gus looked around nervously.
I think Mr. Kerr really does just want to do something good for the town. He's actually a pretty nice guy. You should spend some time with him. Pull strings to install you as mayor so you can make friends. Your job is to help me figure out what Kerr and Perennial Harvest's true intentions are with this town. We have a responsibility. This is our father's town. It this. Excuse me. This was our father's time. He's gone, Harris. He isn't coming back. Father left us with nothing but problems. Mr. Kerr came here and offered to help us. We accepted that help. We didn't agree to them turning Father's warehouse into a toxic dumping ground. That's just a temporary arrangement. The glow can be seen from our damn backyard, dumping their nasty little secrets on us. When this all inevitably goes wrong, who do you think will be blamed?
Eris's cry hung in the air.
We have a new choice to make now, sister. This town is going to change whether we like it or not. Are we going to choose to be a part of the future or forgotten in the past? It's a shame. Father named you Augustus. But you always just be Gus. Good night, Iris. I'll see you at breakfast tomorrow. It's getting late, children. That lady's still out here just reading a book, man. Yo, you alive? Knowledge is the gulf between knowing something and being able to do a damn thing about it. Huh. New Haven makes a good point.
Solomon stood proudly at the entrance to the drugstore, holding a brown bag overflowing with black licorice.
Black licorice is tolerable at times. I don't know. It's a weird candy. Hey, Solomon. We're looking for Mr. Nuncreed. Is he still in there? I'm afraid not. Where'd you get that candy from? You might say we have an arrangement.
Solomon shoveled a surprising amount of licorice into his mouth.
Sometimes it's the smell or small pleasures in life. And we might not always have family to rely on. Licorice has never let me down. Well, I can't say licorice would be my first choice. But whatever floats your boat. You can tell a lot about a person by their choice of confection. Well, yeah, I guess. I like sour gobs. I'm certain you do. I always wondered why Mr. Nuncreed kept licorice in stock. He must eat enough of it to make it worthwhile. There are many ways to earn loyalty. For some, it's as easy as cold hard cash. Oh, he's right, it's locked. There's gotta be more clues. Okay, let's see. I do remember this. Can I go in there? Have you ever seen anyone actually use this thing? Besides Mr. Nuncreed? No.
Beck cupped her hands on the glass to peek inside.
That is not a normal phone booth. It's got like a blinky keypad. Why would there be a blinky keypad? Crin's new drugstore! I mean, underground secrets! The password!
Beck flung open the door, and they all squeezed in.
Yeah, last time I went down here, it was a game over. Alright, let's see here.
Luca cracked his knuckles and entered the letters into the keypad.
Underground. Secrets. Sounds like that did something. Great, now what? I guess we...
The inside of the phone booth dropped loose from its shell. Without even the space to panic, they closed their eyes, held their breath, and accepted their fate. Suddenly, the chaotic descent slowed to an effortless landing. It was unclear where they ended up, but at least it was solid ground.
Ooh, here we go.
The air was stagnant and smelled vaguely of chlorine.
I knew it. I knew that there was there's a secret hub full of strange tubes under the phone booth? Well, of course I did. Didn't I say that? No. I definitely thought it. Luca, do you remember when I said how cool it would be if the transdimensional conduits from Hank Atomic issue number 12 were real? Roller, at one point or another, you said that about every technology ever discussed in Hank Atomic. That's why I'm such a good predictor. Looks like each one of them has some writing on them. Also, there's that cracked mask. This suit has a broken mask. So have we found our mystery warehouse creeper? We've at least found their has-been suit. If it walks like a nun-creed and talks like a nun-creed, let's not jump to conclusions. Just saying. I like this music. Mining Operations Alpha. You guys have mines here? Not that I know of. This town is all farms and fertilizer. And a series of tubes. Always says you can only trust a miner up to the point when they hit gold. Not sure how that wisdom applies in this exact situation. That's the thing about law. You don't always realize what he means until it's too late. Perennial Harvest main office. That's where my mom works. What does she do? Science stuff? Is she involved in all this? We just moved here. How could she be involved? True. Valentine Fertilizer Warehouse. Is that where you almost got snatched? Yeah. Well, Perennial Harvest have a giant tube going to the old Valentine place. This is starting to feel like something big. That's a lot of buttons. Stand aside, Earthlings. I've read enough Hank Atomic to know my way around sci-fi tech.
Rollo's hands hovered over the field of blinking buttons.
Eeny, meeny, miny. Oh. Rollo, what did you do? Nothing. I didn't even mow yet. What was that? Hide! Where? There's nothing but weird tubes down here. Just get back. Nuncreed. Shit. 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 Awesome. You'll need to come with me now. I'm going anywhere with you. Not until we get some answers. Mr. Underground Secrets. I told them it was an absurd password, but they love anything that makes them feel clever. They who? That's no matter. If we can keep you hidden until after the festival, it might be able to save your skins. We don't care about our skins. Hold on now, I like my skin. So all stops now, Nuncreed.
Joseph waited for a moment in silence.
You sound just like him. Who? Walt. You don't get to talk about my dad. You know, your father and I were friends back before.
He gestured toward the strange tubes.
All this. That's a lie. It's true. I used to bounce you on my knee. What happened? Same thing that always happens. Reality, complications, life. We were a team, Walt and I. An idealistic doctor and a bright-eyed pharmacist. Both hell-bent on helping folks. So, you were his sidekick? No. We were partners. He helped the patients and I helped him. Yep, total sidekick.
Nuncreed let out a growl of a sigh.
Luca, I need you to know this. I need someone to know this. One day, Sharper Valentine came to us. Says he's got an opportunity. He found something he didn't quite understand. He was willing to pay us both handsomely to help him understand it. My dad said no. Your father and I both believed in helping people. But the thing I could never get him to understand was it's a lot easier to help others if you help yourself now and then. Classic sidekick to villain plotline. Walt loved being righteous almost more than he loved his family. He was wrong about one thing, though. When he begged me not to take Valentine's offer, he said, Joseph, if a person says yes one time to Sharper Valentine, they'll make sure they keep on saying yes to him until the day he's dead.
He shook his head wistfully.
Sharper's long gone, but he still's got me saying yes. Is there a point to this sob story? Not really, no. Just an old man trying to delay what needs doing.
Nuncreed took a menacing step towards the children.
I tried to keep you safe. I tried to keep you and Juniper out of this. But you forced my hand.
Luca began to laugh.
What? You really don't know? My gran isn't out of this. She's been scheming right under your nose. Juniper seems like she's planning on crashing the town's party. She's gonna disrupt the festival. Why would she?
The color drained from Nuncreed's face.
How does she know? Apparently she knows a lot of things. What? Let's just say this isn't the only underground layer we've busted into today. And honestly, hers is way cooler. She's got maps and explosives and bad intentions, big man.
Nuncreed grabbed Luca by the shoulders. His eyes were frantic.
You need to tell me what she's going to do right now. She doesn't understand what it is she's messing with. Tell me now. She's in danger, boy. I don't know. She had a map with a mark on the fountain in town square. The fountain, but why would...
A jolt of realization struck Mr. Nuncreed.
She knows about the source. What the heck is the source? If she tries to destroy the source, it could catalyze and... Dear God, she's gonna freeze us all. Oh shit, this is getting crazy. You all need to run. Run where? Away. As far away from this town as you can get. Head west and don't look back. Whoop! I love he just goes zoop, he's gone. That did not go how expected. So we totally following him, right? Totally. See you on the other side. Whee! You good? Yep. I love this town.
Chapter 8.
Yeah. All right. Now I think I'll call it. Just right here, leaving on a little bit of a cliffhanger. Where do we go next? Who knows? I don't remember where that first tube went. Was it the fertilizer plant? I don't remember. Anywho, yeah, this is starting to get really good. I mean, it's always been good, but we'll see. It's getting good. I was expecting a failure, but apparently Sly was the way to go. Yeah, we found a secret base. We got down there without dying this time. And we found out who the masked person is that tried to capture me. I'm trying to think, though, if who's good and who's bad in this situation. Because it sounds like Juniper isn't actually my gran. So does that mean that Nuncreed is actually trying to help us out? Something's going weird with perennial harvest, though, and all this toxic sludge. I don't know. There's still too many questions right now. But we'll pick that up again in the future. If you check me out tonight, if you check me out later down the road, if you want to see this, keep going and subscribe. Big appreciation if you do. Appreciate. I will catch y'all next time. Toodles.